I want to begin with how gross some of those anti-Israel protesters in Melbourne were this week, but in particular yesterday. Russell, we've had reports of acid and manure being used to attack police. Have a listen to what Lincoln Parker told us on the program last night. He was there as a conference attendee.
You know, it stinks out the front of the Melbourne Convention Centre. It certainly is not horse manure. I grew up with horses. I can tell you that it is human excrement and perhaps dog excrement. I'm not entirely sure.
Russell, acid and dog or human faeces. These people are disgusting.
Well, I'd have brought in the riot police if they had them. I'd have brought in every enforcement agency I possibly could. And I'd have put them so far away from the convention centre they couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's just disgusting. It's disgraceful, and I'm ashamed that that could happen in my beautiful city of Melbourne.
Yeah, there was a time, Daisy, when you would protest peacefully and still get coverage, but for some reason you've got to use acid and repulsively use dog excrement at police to try and, make a point? Seriously?
I know it's not only is it gross, it actually doesn't do the cause any good. I actually had a discussion with Topher Field on my show, the Daisy Cousens show yesterday, and he's of course been involved with protest movements before. He protested the lockdowns in Melbourne, and he said, well, there were a few bad actors in that group of people. The leaders of the protest, which was him and others, cracked down on them and said, no, you will not behave like this here. You need to de-escalate, because they knew, one, of course, Topher is the authority on peaceful protest, but two, they know that actually draws away from the cause. And the point of protest should be to win sympathy from the public and from political leaders. And he knows that. And that's one of the reasons that anyone leading a protest should keep it absolutely peaceful. But he was saying these protesters, it seems like maybe the leaders of those protesters just kind of tacitly stood by and let all that awfulness happen when they could have, in my opinion, theoretically told them to de-escalate, which one says something really off about that particular pro-Palestinian cause, and two reveals that maybe the people protesting for this cause aren't particularly intelligent, because what hearts and minds are they going to win over by throwing what's possibly human feces and acid at cops?
Yes, it doesn't enlarge the noise that's created from the protest, and it belittles the cause. They are, I think we can confirm this now, completely dumb.